Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater, and it's here. It is here. The very first reactions to Avengers Endgame. Now, this is clearly a movie that the rest of us are going to be seeing in 3 days. 3 days, and it will culminate 11 goddamn years, but 3 days. I can wait. I can wait 72 hours. That's not a problem. But these lucky bastards got to see it at the premiere, and we have their thoughts. And let's just jump right in. First things first, we have Ryan Parker saying, "It's incredible. I'm speechless." 4 words says a lot there, Ryan. 4 words absolutely positively says a lot. Now, Peter from Slash Film says, "Imagine the very best possible version of Avengers Endgame, and somehow the film still surpasses all expectations. I cried 5, 6 times. It's the most emotional, most epic MCU film, a tribute to 10 years of this universe, and holy shit, the amount of fan service in this movie, so good." Now, a lot of people out there might argue about that. They might sit there and go, but wait a minute, we don't want a movie that's all fan service. We don't want season 7 of Game of Thrones. But to that, I say this. Quite frankly, anything that is past the first film is kind of fan service because you're telling the story and you still want to do moments that are going to please the fans. So almost everything is fan service. But that tells me that there's a lot of key moments in this movie that harken back to the original Avengers. Like the moment on the bridge when Tony and Cap are battling the Chitauri, and Tony fires off his lasers and Cap reflects it off the shield and blasts a bunch of them, right? Those team up power moments that we've all come to know and love. This movie will have them, and I believe this movie and the fan service is going to be fantastic. I'm also wondering, does that mean we're going to see a few more of those plot holes wrapped up? Stephen Weintraub from Collider says here, "Just got out of the world premiere of Endgame. Have lots of feels." Do you? Do you, Stephen? Because I'm not seeing them translated here in print, Stephen. I'm wondering what your feels are, Stephen. You gotta let me know. Eric Davis of Fandango here says, "Avengers Endgame is a masterful epic, a true culmination of 22 films that not only concludes the story, but expands upon it. You'll learn more about the other movies while this one unfolds. If Infinity War is the brawn, Endgame is the brains." And wow, what an ending. Going on to say here that do not go in expecting Infinity War Part 2. The two films are so different yet complement each other in all the best ways. In terms of which the MCU movie to watch beforehand, honestly, all of them. What an experience. What an accomplishment. So what this tells me right there, what he says right here confirms the theory that I've been saving for a while anyway. Absolutely confirms the theory that I had. You'll learn more about the other movies while this one unfolds. Why? Because they're going to Back to the Future to this mofo. This is a time travel reference. Guaranteed. This is a time travel reference. And the way that Back to the Future really kind of opened up our eyes, and Back to the Future 2 brought us and saw an alternate perspective of what happened in Back to the Future 1, this movie's doing it too, I guarantee it. Brandon Davis, a comic book here, says, "Avengers Endgame is an astonishing, amazing film. I've never seen anything like it. This movie is everything I wanted it to be and so much more amazing." Going on to say here, "While watching Avengers Endgame, I laughed so loud, I clapped so much force, I cried so hard. The movie exceeds every expectation and is the perfect culmination of the Marvel Cinematic Universe." Finishing up here by saying, "I just can't remember a cinematic experience like the one I just had with Avengers Endgame. Simply blown away. I feel like that movie was made for every Marvel fan everywhere," which basically means shit gonna get real. It gonna get real cray cray up in that piece. It's gonna get real crazy, and I'm totally fine with that one. But looking at this one here, "I laughed so loud, I clapped with so much force, and I cried so hard." Obviously, meaning that laugh so loud is most likely Rocket interactions with other people or just general other interactions. Chris Hemsworth being funny as Thor when it counts, but also probably fan service moments that are going to tie in to the other films, most likely when they reverse the snap and bring everybody back to battle Thanos. I have a feeling that's going to happen. But also clapping because of those power moments and crying so hard because someone's going to die. We don't know who yet. Cinema Blend's Eric Eisenberg here says, this can't be understated. Avengers Endgame is everything you want it to be and more. I am absolutely floored. The perfect reflection on the last 11 years that pays off everything in the best way possible. Without question, my new favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe film, stunned. Well, Eric, I mean, all things considered, it's the 22nd movie that is the culmination of the last 11 years. Why wouldn't this one be your favorite movie? To be fair, but it's a good way here. Perfect reflection on the last 11 years that pays off everything in the best possible way, without question, the new favorite film. So basically at this point, what we know is that this movie is going to be giving us the fan service that we want. Waiting the whole year from Infinity War to now, this is going to be paying off. And I think it's going to be very, very, very good. A couple other reviews that I pulled off of Twitter. Captain Cather here saying, my God, my God, my God, my God, my God, my God, I am traumatized. I am a mess. I can't breathe. My throat hurts. I have a headache. Fuck my life. What a movie. Aaron Couch saying, Chris Evans' review of Avengers Endgame. I cried 6 times. Now, that's interesting because didn't Peter from Slash Films say the exact same thing? Coming back up here, just want to take a quick look. We got Peter here saying, I cried 5 or 6 times. This guy over here saying that he cried 6 times. It's not being some guy. It's being Chris Evans. So, who died? 6 people. 6 people died. There we go on that one right there. Unfortunately, we don't know who they are yet. Mama Geeky Tessa Smith here says, wow, what a ride. Avengers Endgame truly feels like the end of an era, and it was done perfectly. I cried so hard several times. I cannot wait to see it again. And finishing up here with Maud Garrett saying, all I'm going to say about Avengers Endgame is that I'm an emotional wreck and I can't stop crying. Emotional wreck, can't stop crying, cried 5 or 6 times, confirmed by 2 people, one of them being Captain America himself. Oh, Lord, that tells us that we're in for a wild ride, and there will be some significant sacrifices, I believe. I believe we're going to see some significant things, and at least 5 or 6 moments. At this point, that's basically confirmed. So there's that. It's a 3-hour-long movie, which means you'll be crying roughly once every half hour or so. So be sure to bring some extra tissue, be sure to bring a snot rag, be sure to bring a piss bucket, and get ready for one hell of a ride. Now, I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you think that these are overhyping the movie? Do you think that these are underhyping the movie? Are these reactions matching your expectations? Are these reactions coming in to make you feel like you are in line to see a great movie in a couple days? Are you more hyped now than ever? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day.